got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the power forward position. Now, here's Beverley. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win a championship.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Bledsoe passes to Redick. Shot clock at 6. Over George. Off the left rim and out. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak briefly with New Orleans' head coach. Asked about guarding Kawhi Leonard, he shook his head, saying, "It's amazing how he's grown from college to now. One of the game's most complete offensive weapons. Kevin, the claw is really a tough task to slow down."
Thanks so much, David. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Here's Ingram. Paul George making his last shot. And Redick kicks to Williamson. Adams, the pass to Redick. Beverley against Bledsoe. Shot to stop the run, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Redick finds Bledsoe. Here's Adams. Pass to Redick. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
George against Redick. George looking over the floor. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Ingram, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. 6 points for Leonard.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the pass to Williamson. Adams outside. Pass to Bledsoe. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Bledsoe, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Can't cash in from the high post.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Cans it from downtown. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Here's George. Great D that time from Redick.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Williamson kicks to Bledsoe. On the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That way. And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Now, here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Beverly with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Beverly the pass to Leonard. It's tipped.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Redick surveying the D to the inside. Here's Bledsoe, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. And here's a look at stats for Adams. A very nice season for him last year. 6th in shooting percentage, 16th in rebounding. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so... Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what
that?
A play!
Unbelievable.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard trying to break free, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And the first one drops. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Redick passes to Ingram. Bledsoe outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development. Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
He hits the second from the line. Now, here's George. He's got 9. Pass to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Pelicans trail by 4. Bledsoe taking his time here. 11 feet away, and the Pelicans miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Leonard.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Ingram outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done. The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Both free throws good for Ingram. Everly with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. He kicks it to Leonard. Over Ingram, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. 13 points for Leonard.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Outside Favors. Here's Ingram. Redick trying to get open. Here's Williamson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Morris finds George. 14 feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George has got 11 points.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Feeds it to Favors. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers leading by 7. Now Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Back to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Up top, Morris. He's covered by Favors. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
Taking a look at some stats for Bledsoe. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Here's Redick, drilled from 11 feet out. Redick's got 5 now.
You have to be aware of JJ whenever it's a pick and roll. His movement off the screen is outstanding.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Down low, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Shot from 12. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Bledsoe, here we go. That one, no good. Clippers leading by 11. There's 1:54 left in the first. Here's Leonard. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Ingram. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. That's tipped. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. And Bledsoe, here we go. The putback.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor. Someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Inside, here's George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 17.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bledsoe against Beverly. It's Redick on the wing. Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Launches it. The offensive rebound, Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Redick against George. Out to the wing. Beverly for 3. That one, no good.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Kennard is out there with Jackson, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Great showing for him last season. First in steals, and of course one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Poked loose. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Adams checked in. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Back to ball. Here's Williamson, and it's sent back by George. Here's Kennard, covered by Redick.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Ball kicks to Ingram. To the middle. Williamson with it. Leonard's there. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi. A big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Ball finds Adams. And here's Redick. Three-pointer. And again, no good by New Orleans. And Smitty, that aggressiveness from Kennard, that's what the team wants from him.
He's a big part of their future. They need that from him. He may not be their number one or number two scorer, but he can be a very solid option off the bench or as a starter.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Passes it to Williamson. Outside, Redick. Poked away, out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Shot clock at 5. Here's Redick.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Jackson has the open look. Ball with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 13 to the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Here's George. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here is Ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from J.J. Redick. Jackson against Ball. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williamson dishes the ball. Kicks to Adams. Redick against George. To the paint. Here's Ball. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Jackson looking it over. Shoots over Ingram. Tries again. Not going to go that time. Adams, some nice D.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
The pass to Williamson. Ball against Jackson. And it's good for 2.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Leonard. Deflects the pass. It's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And let's check out the stats for Redick. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Pass to Williamson. Over Jackson. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Leonard attacking. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Come get it.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Shoots over Leonard. No good with the elbow jumper.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
From 15 feet away, Pelicans pull it in. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Inside, here's Williamson, and the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Passes it to Zubac. The pass to George. Over Ingram. George, no good. Pelicans trail by 7. Ingram right side. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Leonard. Over Williamson. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Ingram kicks the ball. Back to Ingram. Four on the clock. Down low. Here's Adams. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Clippers leading by 5. Outside, George. Here's the floater. The shot, no good. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Sacramento. It's Ingram on the wing, defended by George. Jackson against Ball. Adams. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Well, if it's a Zubac, may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Here's Adams. Passes to Ingram. That's tipped, and Adams kicks to Williamson. 3 on the clock. Steps back and fires. No good from Bledsoe. Los Angeles leading by 7. The pass to Kennard. Shoots from the corner, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Kennard's got 8.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Over Ingram. Leonard, no luck. Pelicans trail by 7. Ingram dishes the ball. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now here's Williamson. Covered by Morris.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
New Orleans moving it around. And that one's good. Ingram.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
1:52 left in the first half. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Ingram, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. 23 points for Leonard.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Pelicans have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. There's 1:34 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans trail by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
How about our Brandon?
Pass to Bledsoe. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Get there.
Ibaka outside. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Ball. Here's Leonard, and he drops it in from the low post. Leonard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
free throw drops for Bledsoe.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Rondo with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Misses the jumper.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 27 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now Ingram. For the lead. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Morris outside. Back to Ibaka. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ibaka's got the first field goal the second half for the Clippers. Bledsoe passes to Williamson. Back to Bledsoe. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots from 8. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Ingram finds Bledsoe. Back to Ingram. Pass to Redick. For the tie. Second chance effort. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Williamson is skilled at finishing on the defense.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. That one wide left. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
A 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard last season averaged 27 points a game. That's what you call a two-way player.
And Reddick kicks to Bledsoe. For the lead. Adams' shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. And a career high in scoring last season for the great Kawhi Leonard.
Kevin, he maintained his elite efficiency. Kawhi Leonard's growth as a scorer has been remarkable over the course of his career.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
That one is off. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
No good on the second free throw.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Stolen by Beverly. Outside, George. Second chance shot. Ibaka, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. And no good that time. Ibaka with some nice D. Inside, here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 23 points.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Up top, Bledsoe, defended by Beverly, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Leonard, no luck. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Yes, that goes in. 26 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the Clippers call time here.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
He's checked in for the Clippers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Okafor's checked in for Adams. Pelicans on D. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Passes it to George. And here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Here's the pass to Reddick. The dish to Williamson. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. From deep, George. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Stolen by Jackson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. To the middle, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through asserts himself at the rim.
Bledsoe passes to Reddick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And he makes the first. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Reddick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
You talk about a player who steadily improved over the course of his career. That's J.J. Redick, maximizing his potential.
Now the feed to Beverley. And the shot goes down. Beverley's got his first points of the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bledsoe against Jackson. Bledsoe dishes to Reddick. 17-foot shot on the way. Clippers leading by 4. Feeds to George. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And it's blocked by Ibaka. For Los Angeles, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. George, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Reddick passes to Favors. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Beverley. Rebound by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's George. The shot's good. George has got 27 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
It's good. And that's now 11 points for J.J. Redick.
And some shooters are specialists, but J.J. Redick can hurt you from anywhere. That's what makes him very tough.
Here's Beverley. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 6. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will be the 4th of this string of 5 played on the road. Here's Okafor. Out to Ingram. Fires the 3. Okafor. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Jackson down low, guarded by Bledsoe. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Bledsoe's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Really got to give props to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in his path.
Jackson kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ingram.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Morris finds Jackson. Out to Morris. No one near him. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Bledsoe. Back to Ingram. Bledsoe against Jackson. They double-team Bledsoe. And the wide-open shot from Redick. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
Bledsoe against Jackson. He feeds it to Ibaka. Okafor with the steal. They double-team Bledsoe. He kicks it to Redick. Ingram against George. Back to Redick. Clock at 6. For the lead, Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, and Morris throws it down.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Bledsoe outside. And he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. It's tipped. And Ibaka slams it in.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for Jackson. With the floater, Kennard's shot is off. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Ingram outside. Pass to Okafor. Yep, that one goes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Ingram against George. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Okafor against Zubac. Okafor kicks to Ingram. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Beverly against Ball.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Beverly. Over Ball. Here's Zubac. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
We have to be solid in what we're doing. As long as we're solid, we'll be fine. And do me a favor, just relax and play, okay? Relax and play. We're a good team. If we play the way we're supposed to, we can play with anybody.
Alvin is showing confidence for his guys right there, Greg. Want them to ease up a bit.
I mean, sometimes guys just need to hear that. He's terrific at realizing when to calm his guys down and get them focused.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Zubats in at center. Ball dishes to Adams, passes it to Ingram. Now the pass to Melly. Back to Ingram. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from George. Clippers leading by 6. Rondo kicks to Zubats. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Ingram. That one misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the right side. Kennard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pelicans trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the inside. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Ball. Here's George. Some solid defense from Ingram. Ball with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Leonard against Ball. From the line. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And it's Ingram missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Down low to tie it up. Ball no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard attacking. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's 31 points for Kawhi Leonard. Pelicans trail by 4. Bledsoe outside. Ingram up top, defended by George. And that one's good, Ingram.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Zubac finds Leonard. The 11-footer, and that one drops. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
A double-team Bledsoe. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Clippers now. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Leonard. Now, here's Zubac. Outside, George. Passes it to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. Now here's Ingram. The pass to Ball. The feed to Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. No good from outside. The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you want from an elite point guard.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Redick comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. To the middle, hangs Hangs in the air. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Dishes it to Beverly. Floats one. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Now, here's Ball. D right on him. Ingram against Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram kicks to Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back. Inside, here's Williamson. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leonard on the wing, shoots over Ingram. Leonard, no luck. The Pelicans have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And the rejection by Leonard. To the middle. No good on the shot. Adams, some nice D. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Redick. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Morris outside. And Adams sends it back. And is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. George is checked in for Kennard. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Bledsoe's checked in. Clippers with the ball. 4-point game. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And they've had him bottled up here in the fourth. Just 2 of 7 from the field.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Morris finds George, looking to end the run. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ingram dishes to Redick. Bledsoe against Beverly. They double team Bledsoe. Adams wide open. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Adams has got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And the Clippers call time here. Eric Bledsoe really making a difference here.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Eric Bledsoe.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. George passes to Beverly. On the wing, Morris. Shoots over Adams, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Morris.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
No good from Bledsoe. L.A. has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And Ibaka slams it in.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Here's Bledsoe. No good there. Ibaka with some nice D. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Bledsoe against Beverly. George trying to break free, and he recovers it. Bledsoe kicks to Redick. Kept alive. Adams.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Here's Williamson. Adams trying to free himself up, and it's Williamson missing. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe sinks the triple. Bledsoe's got 15 points here in the second half. And here is Los Angeles now. Leonard with the ball. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Pelicans leading by 4. Now Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. Down low. Here's Redick. Ibaka with some nice D. So guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And George gets it to go.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Up top, Bledsoe, covered by Morris. The shot by Redick, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris, left side, to take the lead. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 4th foul of the contest. There's 10 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 4. 8 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Clippers missing. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
One drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Beverly. So New Orleans wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Derek, what was the focus for your team tonight?
We just came out and played hard. That was the whole purpose of practice yesterday. Fix what we did, important on defense, just come out and play harder and just play better.
And the defense was outstanding tonight, and that led to the win. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.